I'm really excited to share this tool today because this is something that a lot of us have been looking for. At least if you're me, I know I have. What I did was hook up Claude, which is a large language model very similar to ChatGPT or Google Gemini. I hooked up Claude to Canva and I created a PowerPoint deck chatting back and forth with Claude and telling it exactly what I wanted. So I'll show you how I did that. Right now, I just went to Claude. I went to the website. I actually have the desktop app, but either way works, or there's a mobile app as well. And then if you go right here in this left-hand side, you'll see the I think it's search, yeah, search and tools. It pops up, and then you'll notice these connectors, right? And some of these are new. I know Canva is newer, and mine's disabled right now. But all I did was click Canva, and then that prompted me to log into my Canva account and give it access and permission. And then from there, Claude and Canva are talking to each other, and it's an MCP, and it's without going into technical detail. It's an easy way to make the two of them talk to each other. And there's a lot of different connectors that are becoming available now with these large language models. So I said, based on my previous Canva creations, find 3 new slide deck templates in Canva that you think I would like and share them with me. Your goal is to create excuse me, your goal is to find a similar aesthetic. And the reason I did this is because I tried to tell it just to create this PowerPoint and choose a really sleek, futuristic template, and it was very bad. To figure out this works a little bit better. It said, yeah, I'll help you find a slide deck template that matches your aesthetic preferences. Let me first look at your previous Canva creations to understand your style. That's pretty good. And then it came back and well, it did some analysis. I also enabled deep thinking, or was it deep reasoning? Let me see what it's actually called. Extended thinking. If you're in Claude, you should see extended thinking. So I clicked that, which makes it work a little bit harder and think a little bit longer on the answers that it's providing me because I wanted to test this to the full ability. And I also am using Claude Opus 4.1, which is the most powerful model, to really give this a full go. Came back and it said, based on your previous designs, I can see you have a sophisticated aesthetic. I wouldn't say that, but sure. And a preference for minimal, clean designs. You like elegant, you like modern layouts. So I like that it shared that with me because if it was way off and it was you really love neon colors and you want everything to just be in your face as much as possible, I could be okay. Absolutely not. We need to double check this and change it. So it's okay. Then it came back and it actually shared some templates with me. And number one, it said this is a beige and cream minimalist professional template. And this is what it gave me. It was a link. So I opened the link and I wasn't fully sure if it created this template or if this was one that it found. But either way, it was, yeah, works for me. Like the look of it. It gave me a couple other ones, and you'll notice this one, it said black and white elegant business template. And I open it up and I get, call me colorblind. I don't think this is black and white. And then the third one that it gave me, it was natural elegance, and it was what it said. I click it and I open it, and it's a picture of nature and a pretty minimalist template. I said, okay, I like the first one. Act as a strategic consultant who excels in crafting highly accurate, influential presentations. Create an 8-page slide deck explaining how to lead constructive disruption. Your audience is enterprise leadership. The deck should include the objective, why this is important, what it is, the benefits, examples, other relevant studies or data, a framework for enabling it in an enterprise business, practical steps, and learning resources. Browse the web for any additional information that you need. You must use only highly credible and widely accepted resources within the enterprise landscape. Make a list of your sources. I didn't put a ton of thought into this prompt. I do this a lot, so I've gotten pretty good at being quick with it. But why I did this is because I wanted to test the capability, and I said I enabled deep research, so that feature that I just told you about. So I selected that, and then you can also at the bottom of the screen here, oops, here, yeah, here you can see. I want to highlight it again for you. So I did deep research, and then I did extended thinking, and again Opus 4.1 for the model. And it came back, and here's what I really like. It tells me it's thinking, which is great, and then it says that it'll create the constructive disruption strategies, and it's mirroring back to me and reflecting back what I wanted to do in 2025, just 4.5, 8.5%, 65%. You're like, what is this? This is not quite, it's not quite a slide deck like you'd see in like PowerPoint, or not in Canva. We are still in Claude. This is just, I, I'll show you how it pops up, but this is an artifact. So you click this and then, oops, you click the artifact and then it pops up like this. And a Claude artifact is one of my very favorite ways to use LLMs right now because you can go back and forth with Claude. You can tell it exactly what you want, and then it creates it for you in something called an artifact. And an artifact is basically like, I think it's like an app or the front end of an app. The front end of an app, it isn't fully functioning, but you can still use it. And like this is, I mean, I can tell it, this is a Claude writing assistant, for example. I went to the artifact library. This is newer. You can see what artifacts other people are posting. And so this one's a writing assistant and it improves the clarity and readability of your writing. This one's kind of boring. Claude does that anyway. Let's see what else. I want to go back to the artifact library. Here we go. So you can see what people are sharing. And some people are making email assistants, some people are doing games, some people are doing attachment style quizzes, a forest explorer, like literal like desktop soccer. Here, this is a good one. You can someone made something called 5 whys. Answer why 5 times and work with Claude to discover the root cause solutions and insights. So yeah, it's like a mini web app, front end only though. And you can share it with people. So if you make one, I mean, you can tell it like the colors that you want it to have. You can tell it the functionality. And then if you don't like what it's giving you or you want to change it, you just go back and forth and iterate over chat to make that change. And then, like I said, you can share it out. You can publish a link to it, so that you can get to it and share it with other people. You can also customize it. So if I was at the Claude artifact library and I liked something but I wanted to change it, you hit customize and then you can make changes to it yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this and use this tool and it saves you time when you make your next PowerPoint. Have a good one.